This is a really important day for Charlie the tiger because he's getting a health checkup that isn't a run-of-the-mill regular health checkup.
Good boy, buddy.
Charlie has been suffering from a type of skin tumor for a few years now. This is the first time we've had to deal with these tumors in a tiger at Australia Zoo. He's gone through surgery to remove the tumors. They've regrown.
Hey, Charlie.
And the concern is that if you end up with multiple tumors, it soon becomes a situation where it's inoperable. And that can just be the end of the road for the tiger.
Hey, buddy.
So Charlie's been on a medication to try to reduce the growth of these tumors.
So, guys, he's in the yard, so we're just going to be real quick. He's already all over us.
And now it's time to check and see how he's doing. The frustrating part about tigers is that they don't respond to sedative like some other animals. Often they will breathe infrequently, and that can be a little risky.
Hey, Charlie, touch. Good boy.
Done.
I think he's just injected him then, so.
Cubby Tiger House?
Cubby.
Yeah, that's successful injection.
Once he's under, we'll check his signs, make sure he's totally under, and then we'll head in there. And the vets can prep him for transfer down to the hospital.
Good boy.
Sorry, buddy. You felt that, didn't you? Because it stings a little bit.
The biggest risk is that the condition that Charlie has can cause spleen abnormalities and liver abnormalities. So there's a possibility that he might be a slightly higher anaesthetic risk for that reason. We actually test his ear and eye reflexes through the wire until we're happy that he's anaesthetised enough that we can go in with him. Yep, he's got a bit of a blink.
You all right?
Yep.
Okay, no worries. I'll send back around, we'll jump in.
Am I good to go in, Jeff?
Yes, you can go into there, yep. Just make sure he's totally out.
Once that happens, then we can control their airway, we can give them oxygen. Yep. But yeah, it's just those high pressure minutes before we're able to go in.
Let's see where we've got to.
Let's go and cuff him, Terry.
Can you grab the heart rate, please? Okay, great. He's not breathing.
So with Charlie, the fact that he's not breathing, your sort of heart's in your mouth a little bit when that happens, because obviously we love these animals and would hate to see anything happen to them. Scare us like that.
That might be Ben.
So I'm just coming behind you there, too.
Yeah, the really firm padding is to kind of get him encouraged to breathe on his own.
Let's get the tube in. We're just getting a tube in quickly because he's not breathing. Do you mind coming over and holding his
Yeah,
hand,
sure.
George, please?
You want me to hold the bottom jaw?
Yes, please.
I see. Yeah.
Too early, wasn't it?
Wrap up. Ready?
Sorry, Tara.
Tigers seem to be hypersensitive to a whole lot of things, including anaesthetic agents and emotions. Yeah.
So you've got 30 seconds with no breath. There we go.
That's me.
Yep.
We have his airway secured, but we're needing to breathe for him. The trick with that is that we also need to be administering anaesthetic gas at the same time as the oxygen to keep him asleep. So we need to time the breaths very precisely so that we don't over-anaesthetise him and we don't under-anaesthetise him.
After getting Charlie to the hospital, now we need to really examine those tumors.
Yep.
But most importantly, of course, are those vital statistics and making sure Charlie's breathing.
Let's put him down, we can move him forward.
Yep, great.
Happy with that?
Let's just grab a heart rate.
38.3, a little bit high.
That's good.
Those little breaths.
Where's the valve for this? So it's just taking a little longer to stabilise him than some cases, but certainly he's Physiologically, he's doing fine. He's just not breathing very well, so we're needing to keep him well oxygenated by breathing for him. If Charlie doesn't start breathing properly, we can ventilate him the whole time, but we need to be doing that very precisely because his blood oxygen could drop and eventually he will suffer internal organ damage.
The moment we found that Charlie had stabilised and he was breathing readily on his own.
Possibly go down to 2.5 and let's see how he goes on that.
It's all action stations then to check the mast cell tumour that he's got in his elbow.
All right, so his elbows. At Charlie's last check, the tumours had increased in size and we were quite concerned because to remove them surgically is a big deal. The masses on his right elbow, so he had 4.
Yep.
So he had that plaque-like thickening, but then he had 3 other masses, so which we took photos of. We decided to trial some oral immune suppressant treatment. The treatment hadn't been used in tigers before for mast cell tumours, but we sometimes just have to try treatments, knowing that's probably likely to be safe. So there was one on the side here.
Yep.
Around about there. That's completely gone. Remember that was around, yeah. So that was...
I think it is in that photo.
Yeah. So that was just over half an inch. And then he had a really thick plaque.
Yep.
And that's, you know, there's a
All but gone as
tiny
well,
bit
is
of
it?
thickening there, but it's just about gone. He's got a few superficial excoriations.
grooming and stuff, maybe, yeah.
I think that's over grooming rather than anything to do with the lumps that were there.
Okay.
Okay, great. He had another one here as well.
Yeah. This is good, you got photos.
Yeah. There were 2 on the back of his elbow, actually. So there was that one there and then 2 big masses here, and an inch, half an inch, and then the second one was an inch almost and quite protruding. So they've completely gone too.
It's amazing.
So, yes, absolutely amazing.
Shockingly, the tumours had essentially disappeared. It was unbelievable.
So, yeah, they're all completely gone, which is just absolutely amazing. So the tumours have completely disappeared. There's a very slight thickening of the skin over the elbow where the normal callus formation would be, but there are no masses at all in the subcutaneous tissue at all. At this point, it looks like they've gone into complete remission with the treatment, which, yeah, best news. Just great for him.
Yeah, obviously you're surprised as well, which is a surprise to me, so it's good.
I was expecting to see some response, but not such a cure.
Yeah,
like it's
that's
just
really good.
Yeah, fantastic.